You fuck people out of money and get away with it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another toy review. So, it's been about a week since I fractured my hip. Got a hairline fracture and I'm not supposed to be doing any toy photography outside. It's been fucking killing me, I'm not gonna lie. But it's also hot as a motherfucker out there because I live in North Carolina where it's like a crematory out there. So, it is what it is. I might try to go out at sundown and take some stormtrooper pictures. Maybe not. So today we are going to do a review on a new Iron Man figure. So I last year got this figure. If you follow me on Instagram, you know I refer to him as Iron Shitbox. I'm not gonna lie, this is probably one of the most fun figures I have had. I've had fun with this figure taking pictures. Probably one of the most fun figures I've had. You wouldn't think Iron Shitbox would have the articulation he does, but he has a great range of motion. There's a friend of mine here in town who's actually done the artwork for my business cards and my logo. His name is Danny Hiraheta. He works at Barnes & Noble's. I think he's a backroom manager, if I remember correctly. And he also organizes the Pagan Games and has a studio called Iron Clown Studio. He loves my Iron Shitbox photos on Instagram. He always leaves comments. We have lots of fun conversations about Iron Shitbox. But at the end of the day, you know, what it comes down to with toy photography is if you're not having fun, then what's the fucking point? This is, I mean, we're talking about toy photography. We're talking about toys. I mean, if you're not having fun, then what is the point? I mean, I see some people just get so stressed over, like, you know, their Instagram pages and their numbers and, you know, people canceling them, the whole Viper Island crap. Don't get me wrong, you know, I'm on the side of 3POA and retro blasting and analog toys, you know, but, I mean, it's drama, dude. It's like, it's toys. We're, you know, if you're not having fun, then what's the fucking point? You might as well find something else if you're not having fun. And that's what it's all about. So let's look at the new Iron Man figure. Or, as he's going to be referred to as, Iron Shitbox 2.0. Let's move the camera up so we can get a full picture of the box. Like I said, he is, you know, the Iron Man Model 9, which is one of the classic suits from the 80s. You know, I like, the reason I'm referring to him is Iron Shitbox 2.0, because there's like 2 or 3 different models that have come out in this line, and they're just too serious looking. This one is fun. This is a fun. In fact, I might take him and him eventually and try to give them gold chains and Adidas's and, you know, have, you know, the, you know, Iron Shitbox breakbeat crew. That's something maybe I might do for a custom in the future, but we'll talk about that later. So, Iron Shitbox 2.0. Looks like it comes with a set of hands, 2 blast effects and or jet effects for, you know, the feet, and then, you know, you got your little energy smoke effects. You know, Hasbro's been kind of a shit show. Like I said, there's the back of the box. You know, Hasbro's been a shit show the past few years with quality. I might do a video on that soon. But, like, these figures right here are almost $30. Almost $30. I think I got this at Target today. After tax, it just broke the $28 price line. Sorry, Hasbro. You know, there's a reason I've checked out when it comes to most of the Legends and most of the Black Series. If I'm going to be paying that much for an action figure, it either has to be something I really, really, really want, like Iron Shitbox, or I'm just going to go ahead and, if I'm spending that much, I might as well go ahead and jump up to the next level when it comes to Japanese figures. I mean, honestly, you can get Dragon Ball figures at Walmart now for $35, or One Piece figures, or Ultraman. SH Figure Arts and Bandai are giving us a hell of a selection at a hell of a price. And it comes with way more accessories. The construction is way better. The quality is way better. The paint is way better. So unless it's something I absolutely have to have, like this, that's why I've checked out with Hasbro when it comes to a lot of the Black Series and Legends over the last 6 months to a year. In fact, I've just got done selling the majority of my Black Series and Legends. I'm pretty much just focusing on vintage collection now. Anyway, so let's go ahead and open him up. Okay, so I left my good pocket knife, my Boker, in my wife's car from this weekend because we went to the movies and I had to leave it in the car. So I'm going to use my Katsumi, big old Japanese, armor-piercing knife that I got from Japan last year. It is sharp as hell, so I need to be careful, because this thing is super sharp. But there's 1,000 fanboys screaming out in pain right now because they're like, "No, don't open the figure." You know what? Toys are meant to be opened. The only figures I keep on the card are my vintage collection for the most part, and that's more of a nostalgia thing for me. Toys are meant to be open. Toys are meant to be played with. If you're not playing with them, if you're not having fun, then what's the fucking point? Okay, don't need that anymore. Okay, so I'm going to close this so I don't have an accident. Okay, so Iron Shipbox 2.0. Okay, let's go ahead and get him out of the bubble. Go ahead and stand him up. Oh, yeah, he's... Ugh. I'm not gonna lie, he's very rubbery. Like, this, very solid. This one is kind of rubbery. It's like, that's fucking Hasbro. Fucking worthless fucking Hasbro, man. It's like, it seems like if it's not G.I. Joe, they just don't give a fuck anymore. Anyways, I will say that about Classified. They're knocking it out of the park for the most part with Classified, even though I've kind of stepped away from that line too, but I've stepped away from that line more for monetary purposes. There's only so much money to go around in today's economy, and there's other toys that I want more. It's actually with G.I. Joe, even though there have been some quality issues, it's not the quality or the figures, because, I will say, like I said, I'm not scared to give Hasbro credit where credit's due. When they do something right, I'm willing to give them credit. And with G.I. Joe, they're doing it right. There were some quality issues a year or two back, but they've cleaned up those quality issues. And like when you buy a G.I. Joe, you get some accessories. And they're usually newly sculpted accessories. With Marvel Legends, I don't know how many different figures have come with these, and these look relatively new. I don't think I've seen these before, but still, it's like some fucking hands, and, like, come on, Hasbro, man. Like, really? It's like G.I. Joe comes with, like, multiple weapons, backpacks with multiple parts, flashlights, shovels, but a lot of Marvel Legends, we get 2 fucking hands at a $30 price point sometimes. That's why I checked out. So, anyway, so let's look at Iron Shipbox. Iron Shipbox 2.0. So, so he seems to, articulation's not bad. Notice, so, it looks like they kind of split it up. We have pins in the legs, and then, of course, we have pinless joints in the arms. Looks like these things on the arms right here are some kind of overlay that's probably glued on. Same thing with, the shoulder bells are kind of like the Stormtroopers in the Black Series. Looks like they're connected at the butterfly joint with that little weird like weird circle thing that's inside the butterfly joint. Again, these look like standard legs that might be on, a standard buck figure with these overlay things glued on. That's just what it looks like. I can't be 100% sure, but oh, you can hear Miss Gretel in the background. She is chewing on the plastic from the box. But anyway, so let's look at Iron Shipbox 2.0. So, like I said, this is a fun looking figure though. Like, he's goofy looking. Like, that's what makes him so fun. Like, could you see him like rocking a gold chain with some Adidas? Like, listening to some Run DMC? Like, fuck yeah. Like, hell yeah. Like, I'm not gonna lie, he's super stiff. Hopefully over time his joints will loosen up. Sometimes you have to take those figures and either boil them or use a heat gun, but I don't think I'm gonna have to use a heat gun with him. But the joints are tight, so I'm being careful with them. So yeah, he does have a lot of the same, like I said, him and Iron Shipbox 1.0, like they that's one thing I'll say, they got these big chunky feet, which makes them really good for doing like big stomping walking poses. Every Instagram reel I've done with Iron Shipbox 1.0 uses like old school breakbeat rap stuff like that from the 80s and stuff. Like, look at them. Like I could see him rocking a boombox, gold chain, Adidas, maybe some Pumas. Yeah, these are gonna make some fun customs. I'm not gonna lie though, Iron Shipbox 2.0, Hasbro kind of fucking cheaped out on him. Like, I'm not saying that 1.0 had a lot of paint apps to him, but if you look at his circle right there, if I zoom in on it or bring him up close to the camera, you'll notice that circle is very well detailed. Whereas here, we just got a blue circle. And you gotta remember, this Iron Shipbox was from comics, in the late 60s, early 70s, and so I know that wasn't detailed in the 1960s and 1970s. So for them to detail that one, but just make a blue dot for this one, oh, that's some pure T bullshit, Hasbro. Anyways, let's see what he looks like with different hands on. Okay. Are you fucking kidding me? That is some cheap ass shit there. Oh my god. So, notice your fist hand. It has the swivel left and right. Right? These repulsor hands are fixed. So there is like no bending them. That's the only position you get out of the repulsor hands. If I recall, yeah, Iron Shipbox 1.0, his repulsor hands had a fucking joint on it. Like, are you fucking kidding me, Hasbro? Like, you cheap motherfuckers. Like, you can't even put a fucking rocker joint on the fucking repulsor hand? That is some fucking shit right there. Oh my god, dude. Like, that just downs his posability factor, like, by a bunch, dude. Like, oh man. Fuck Hasbro, dude. Like, what the fuck? Like Hasbro sucks. Like, Anyways, like I said, you got the jet feet, so you could do like, I know the picture that actually made me want to get this figure was him doing like this weird like that on a promotional shot. That I'm not gonna lie, that's some cool looking shit. Like I said, it is parts that we've gotten with a billion other figures, but it's a good part. I've used these for many things, actually. Like, I actually have a bunch of blue ones like this that I actually used for booster streams for a what is it? The old titanium Colonial Vipers that came out in the early 2000s. That I'm planning on doing some photos. But when they hit the jets in Battlestar Galactica, like they have that. This is what I used for it. So that, or the ones that came with the what is it? Robot Tamashi. Robot Spirits, Tamashi Nations, Gundams, or Zaku. Anyways, but like I said, man, that is some cheap shit, though. Yeah, but I'm not gonna lie, he does get some good posability, and like I said, the big chunky feet help with that, because you don't really have with the big chunky feet, they're so heavy that you don't have to necessarily find that center of balance that you have to find with other figures. But that is fucking some cheap shit, dude. Like, I can't believe Hasbro did that. Like, you gotta be kidding me. Like, that is a fixed joint. There is not a rocker on there at all, dude. Like, what the fuck? It would help if I put the right hand on. But I mean, dude, like, and then Hasbro asks why their fucking stocks are tanking and people aren't buying toys. I mean, in an economy like this, dude, if you're not going to give them their money's worth, then what's the fucking point? Like I said, if you're going to spend this much on a figure, you might as well, jump up to SH Figure Arts or Mafex or, Joy Toy if you want to go 1/18 scale with, like, the Warhammer stuff. I mean, even Todd McFarlane has, like, stepped up his game. Like, Todd McFarlane, figures are still around the $20 to $25 price point, and $20 to $25 price point, and he's started giving better articulation and lot more accessories with some figures. Yet Hasbro and all their fucking wisdom can't seem to fucking get a clue, can they? Like I said, if it's anything but G.I. Joe, they just fucking, like, shit the bed, don't they? Anyways, but yeah, this is Iron Shitbox 2.0. Like I said, I love them, and I hate them at the same time. Like, I'm really disappointed with these fucking hands right here. That is just, like, downright fucking, like, really, Hasbro? God damn. Anyways, but like I said, we'll give us some, give me a shot right there of him close up with the repulsor blast. Thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I don't give a fuck. You guys have a nice night.
You only exist out here because of me!